In the second to last video, I went over all the clues that Arya Stark is going to toss the cat's paw dagger from one hand to the other, then shove it through the mountain's face. She'll do that shortly before she gives Sandor the gift of mercy. Pretty sad. Check out those videos if you don't believe me. But check this out. We've got another detail to add in. This is going to be so badass. Sad, but so badass. Arya Stark is going to lose one of her arms in Game of Thrones Season 8. You heard me. Arya Stark is going to end the story with just one arm, like our boy the Kingslayer. I can't take credit for this. Hats off to YouTuber Seamus Gregan. Seamus found a clue that suggests this, and I just found a second clue to support it. This is going to happen. So we once offered up the idea of Game of Thrones ending with a trial of 7. A trial of 7 is a trial by combat, but instead of 1-on-1, it's 7-on-7. The first trial of 7 was Maegor the Cruel's. The second was Sir Duncan the Tall's, and the third trial of 7 would be Cersei's. This hypothesis does not require a third trial of 7, but the clue comes from the first one, so if this goes down in a third trial of 7, all the better. So the clue that Seamus found comes from the first trial of 7, Maegor the Cruel's. One of Maegor's opponents was a man named Sir Harris Hort, a man nicknamed Death's Head Harry. If anyone is connected to death, it's Arya. And don't forget, Arya once went by the name Ari the Orphan Boy. So Ari and Harry, pretty similar. There's a connection there. Now supposedly, Lord Massey hacked off Harry's arm, but Harry tossed his battle axe into his other hand and buried it between Lord Massey's eyes. The very first thing that Syrio did was this.
Tomorrow you will catch it.
And in Season 7, Arya showed us that she's been practicing. So we should expect Arya to use that move on someone in Season 8. Since there are so many clues that Arya is going to fight the Mountain, she's probably going to use that move on the Mountain. And now we've got this extra twist, courtesy of Harry. History does not repeat, but it often rhymes. So there's a chance that Arya slides through the Mountain's legs, slices his Achilles tendon, and gets him off his feet. The Mountain turns, but unlike Brienne, and unlike the stable boy, the Mountain does not grab Arya's arm. The Mountain cuts off Arya's arm, just like Lord Massey did to Sir Harry.
Ow!
But our girl Arya is one step ahead, already having tossed the dagger to her good hand, her left hand, then dagger to the face. I'm all aboard that train. You know why? Because in the books, the Mountain cut off the arm of a guy who was standing a little too close when the Mountain was fighting Oberyn. And look how many times Arya gets her arm or her hand slapped.
Ow!
No one.
Ow!
And 4 brothers. He died in battle. Drove my sword through his back. Oliver. I hated him. I hated him. That's not a lie. Yes. Onto Moonsinger Lane.
Seems like foreshadowing. And we've also got this.
The steel must be part of your arm.
So Arya's sword needle is steel, and that steel represents her arm.
Can you drop part of your arm?
Notice that she drops the steel, or loses her arm.
Just so. One hand is all that is needed.
Arya Stark is gonna lose her arm in Season 8. But the Mountain's gonna be the final death in Game of Thrones. Well, aside from Arya giving Sandor the mercy kill. Can you see it going down any better than that? No way. Thanks for the heads up, Seamus. Great catch.
Just so.
Pun intended.